What is going on, everybody? Anthony here, 6 Scale Mafia in the morning. It's been a little bit, hasn't it? Has a little bit. I think this is episode 25. It's 25. I never know, everybody. Anyway, so it's early for me. Let's see what's going on in the chat, though. Before we get into it, who's all here this morning? Maybe afternoon for you guys, maybe evening. Who knows? 6 Scale Reviews. What's up, Dan? Or Dre, probably Dan. $300 for Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah, let's see, man. Mad Bakes, what's up, man? $300 for a figure. It's gonna lay dead under the boot of Cad Bane in my T-Top. Yeah, well, that's a good way to look at it too, man. Bob Dylan also in the house. What's up, dude? Not to mention the DX Kenobi. $295, has posable eyes, and comes with a USB capable lightsaber. Yeah, that is definitely something we're going to discuss, right? I think so. Who else we got up in here? Neil Lord, Snooty Haha, what is up? Definitely not impressed with the head sculpt. Right? I get that. And Collectibles, what's up, man? Maybe his likeness rights were more expensive. Yeah, interesting. You guys already have some interesting thoughts right away, right? You'd be better with a $20 Ewan McGregor young Obi-Wan sculpt. I felt expressive painting the hair and regret. Yeah, man. I feel you. Let's see who's in the chat here, man. Punisher, what's going on, my man? Steven, what is up? 300 is pushing it somewhat. Yeah, Andrew, same. 300 is a bit of a stretch. I get it. DK, what's going on as well, my man? Justin Bird in the house. Who missed out on those warehouse finds? I know, right? 2 A New Hope Leia's popped up in an 89 Batman. How crazy is that, man? How crazy. Funky Cold Santa. This figure looks great to me. That is awesome, bro. I'm glad. It's going to be good for a lot of people, man. It's going to be good for a lot of people. Combat, what's going on, my man? Good morning. Like and subscribe. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. 16 Shape, what is up, my man, as well? Blitz in the house. What's good? Harsh Word, looks good. I don't see a $300 in value. Yes, exactly. Hello, everyone. Delia Meyer, what is going on as well? Who else is coming up in the house this morning? But a few more people come on in. We go, what is up? What's up, Mr. Mafia? What's up with you this morning? Who else in the house? Clone Trooper, $300 for a standard figure with a head sculpt crosses a threshold for me. I'm definitely not paying it. Yeah, isn't it interesting? It is. Well, we're going to get into it here in just a second. Riley Reviews, though. What's up, Riley? Says, confused at why people shocked at the price. It's going to sit for $230, $250 at one point anyways with this market. Well, what is up, Riley, man? Yeah, I'm shocked at the price. I mean, I'm not shocked, but I'm shocked. Pop Life Toes, what's going on, my man? Yeah, I'm just a little bit, I don't know, man. It's a lot of money. $300, guys. $300. So let's think about that for a minute here. I think I can actually bring them up. So, all right. This is my first thought. I really like Timothy Oliphant. I love Deadwood. I loved Justified. I think he's awesome. Ever since I saw Cobb Vanth appear on screen, season 2 Mandalorian, I was like, all right, that's cool, man. I'd love to get a figure of him. So, okay, we've seen him for over a year now in conventions on display, right? No head sculpt yet. We did start seeing that this weekend. The RSVP tab on Sideshow was showing, the update, a head sculpt. We're like, oh, cool. Okay. So he should be coming any moment. Well, here he is, my friends. And I'm like half and half, right? Like, I think the sculpt's pretty good. I don't think it's perfect. And seldom they are, right? But at the same time, that's a tough one, man. This is kind of a tough one for me. It's basically Boba Fett. Everything's reused, right? Everything's reused except the sculpt. of course, you got a drink now as well. But this is all repurposed stuff from the Boba Fett 2-pack, essentially. And a bit of a fat suit, which I would probably mod because he was, his armor was kind of falling off of him in the show. I don't think he needs to be like super big. The base is freaking awesome. All right, the base is, the base is really awesome. Finally, something a little bit different. It's not just that sand base with footprints. But the price tag, right? The price tag, $300, bro. I just, is this, and we talked about it, and I mentioned it a little earlier in my streams as well. It's like $300 is the new norm. So I don't know. We'll talk about that here. But I got a couple super chats here real quick I want to take care of. My man James, dude, thank you so much, man. $20 super chat. Thank you, my man. He said, just wanted to say thanks for all the content. I'm watching you all the time. This is one of the few times live. Well, dude, I appreciate that so much, my man. Thank you so much, dude. I'm glad you're able to catch it live. I am, and thank you so much, my man. Amazing, dude. Appreciate it. As always, all the support, everybody. Speaking of, Andrew James, what's up? $5 super chat, man. Just yo, my man. Although this is a cool figure, definitely not for me in my collection. 300 is pricey as fuck too for what you get. It's a half and half, my man. But you know what? Happy birthday, everybody in the chat, man. It is Andrew James's birthday. Let's give this man a nice, warm, happy birthday, my man. Happy birthday. I'm going to give you a little cheer, bro. Those cheers do sound kind of like children, but hey, happy birthday, man. And I appreciate the super chat, brother, as always. Yeah, let's get through a little bit of chat, man, real quick. And while we peek around, man. Yeah, I heard they had to pay more for his likeness. Well, that is possible. That is possible. I mean, we don't really know, right? We don't really know. But it's expensive. It's expensive, man. At least no more generic stand base. Yeah. The sand is, it gets out. Yeah, exactly, brother. Exactly. Mario, what's going good, man? This morning in the hood, El Profesoro. This figure is $25 to $30 overpriced. The Grand Inquisitor and Reva have head sculpts, and they're like, what, $260? Shenanigans. I agree, man. I agree. And I don't like Reva. I don't. Everybody knows that. Not a fan of her in the show. But that figure looks stunning. It really does. I was like, wow, okay. And then the price point's great. Grand Inquisitor even. I'm in full agreement with Mario here. So to hit you with a $300 price tag, then you're going to get, tax and shipping. It's a bit much. It's a bit much, man. Mike, my man, what's good? He says, hey, everyone, $300 for Cobb. It's too rich for my blood for a figure like this. I like $300 more, so I will keep my money. Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Blue Tattoo, what's good, my man? In the house. Buzz, what's going on as well? Hello, everyone. How you guys doing, man? This morning, dude. Who else is in the house? We got a lot of happy birthday wishes to Andrew James. Shout out to my man there, man. Celebrating with Mafia in the morning. Appreciate it, brother. DK says prices are going up on everything, especially in my profession. Inflation is real. Yeah, dude, it's pretty brutal. It is pretty brutal. Mags, what's good? And yet, I'm in despite my disgust. I am too. I mean, like, but there's issues here, man. There's issues involved with situations like this. Because I do want it, but it's all about like taking your time, right? Taking your time.
The third rule clearly states, never spend more for an acquisition than you have.
And that's why I always refer to my rules of acquisition from Star Trek, man. Because seriously, guys, $300, bro. I'm not paying that. I'm just not paying that. And if you're buying it for $300, that's totally fair. But I think there's a little bit of a principle involved with it. I just feel like all this is reused. As much as I love Timothy Oliphant, I do want this figure. We'll get a better deal, I think. You know, or if you have points, right? Something, but just out the gate, retail, that's a lot of money, dude. Billy Bob Boba will have to drop a bit for me to bite that Beskar bullet. That's almost a tongue twister, Bob. That's good, man. That's freaking good, dude. The Empire strikes again. What is going on, man? Hey, Mafia and Chat. Good morning to you. Brandon, my man, as well. Definitely not getting off Sideshow. I'm digging Collector's Row in Idaho. They reduced the price a little with free shipping and no tax. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. If you can find some deals, right? So I don't know. That's how I look at it. Aquan, what's going on, man? So maybe they paid the third-party head sculpt artist a lot of money for Hot Toys to use the head. Well, and that's the thing that we're going to talk about here in a minute as well. Mandalorian Huntress, my dear, in the house. Good morning. She says, I'm all about the Spotchka and 6-scale Mafia. Well, thank you very much, my dear. Of course. Of course, it's always a pleasure to have you in here with me. It is expensive. Let's be real, guys. Let's be real. It's pricey. Huge kick in the teeth, especially when I'm taking off the armor. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, we have all of this stuff, right? So I don't know. New sculpt, new base, new bottle of Spotchka, $300. Pretty much, man. Riley's saying the only problem he has is the armor being removable. I don't think you can, and even if you could, the neck may look very long. Well, believe me, you can remove it. It may not be intentionally designed that way, but you can remove it, right? People are going to mod this, but you're right. He may look a little too skinny. I don't know. You'd have to leave the scarf there, right? Because yeah, he'd have that crazy looking neck. It's just, I'm disappointed, but of course I'm going to buy it. But I'm going to wait. You know, it's all about that timing. Harshworth says, I wouldn't display with that armor either. We know he doesn't keep it. So how fitting. I will likely pass unless he sits and gets marked down to less than 2/70ths. Yeah. So let me check here. I'm getting a couple of photos. The caption was altered. So what are you saying here, Bob? Bob sent me some info. So yeah, because let me know, Bob, before I even talk about that, because to my knowledge, that the sculpt is indeed third party outsourced, correct? And Viva, I'm friends with on Facebook. So let me know, because I don't know. I don't want to be reporting fake news. But it sounded like to me that they commissioned the sculpt third party. Now, I don't know if there's any accuracy to that or not right now. Sorry, man. I can't really be looking at all that right now, Bob. Just try to explain it to me if you can. Because if that is the case, I mean, no big deal. You know, they do that a lot. So, but I just don't understand exactly. Okay, Bob says it's a collaboration. He actually did the original sculpt that was lightly modified before painting. Okay, so then what I have here then is accurate then, right? So, yeah, and that's okay, right? That's okay. I mean, companies do that a lot. But I think, does that really matter? Does it really matter at the end of the day, where people are like, oh, sorry, something's in my eye. Like, if it's not Hot Toys doing it themselves, they outsource a lot of stuff, believe it or not, they commission others. So in that respect, it's not a big deal to me, but it's just like $300 at the end of the day, though, is still a lot of money, right? That's what I'm looking at. It's just a lot of money. So I'm not too sure, guys. The elevated price might be explained by them having to outsource, possibly, right? Because, you know, commission work's typically not that cheap. Unknown. But what do you guys think, man? I don't know if I put a poll up in the chat. I don't think the sculpt's quite there. That's the thing. And I like Cobb Vanth. I like Timothy Oliphant. Again, a lot with Hot Toys. There's certain angles where it looks great. Certain angles, not so great. But when you're dropping $300 plus, right? Because you're gonna have to factor in, if you're doing the regular old go to sideshow routine, tax and shipping, it's gonna be expensive. Pulp Viking, what's good, my man? That sculpt, not that good. Yeah, so it's, there's a little bit of divisiveness here. Mike says, what I want to know is, can the arms be positioned to hold the rifle like that? It might be too delicate imposing the arms, but I can't get any of my figures to bend their arms that much. Well, Mike, there's a way, not all figures, right? Not all figures, but if you can get those joints turned, you take some patience, you can pull off some really, like, I've done some pretty crazy gun positions with all my troopers, short troopers and the like, but it takes time. It takes time to work the joints kind of, underneath the fabric or underneath the armor. So I don't doubt that he can get in that position. It's just going to take some time, I think. Andrew James, a solid 225, 250 figure, in my opinion. I'm going to go ahead and agree with your assessment, my friend. We can call it what we want. We can say that it's inflation. I still feel like it's damn expensive, though. Riley says, this is going to look so good with your Mando line. Must have, but only at 230 to 250. Have to use the sculpt on this one. And that's the thing. That's the weird part about this figure, right? Like, in my opinion, it's such a unique position because of the character. Again, this isn't Hot Toys' fault, but this is the way it was written in The Mandalorian. But having the head sculpt for Cobb Vanth, to me, is awesome, right? And the unique position of the character is that if you do not use his head sculpt, then you just have this knockoff Boba Fett, right? So it's not worth that. People aren't going to pose him necessarily like that, right? They're going to have their Boba Fett. So again, he just had the armor temporarily. So where are you justifying the $300 price tag? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Let's go through a little bit of chat here. I am Legend, my man says, am I the only minority thinking this portrait is only about an 8 out of 10? No, I don't think it's perfect. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just very expensive, guys. I think it's just very expensive for the price. Joey says, I don't think they were planning on doing a head sculpt and changed their mind, which would explain the outsourcing and delay. I don't know, man, because they have shown Cobb Vanth for over a year now. No sculpt. But they've still shown him for over a year. So that's the second part, man. That's the second part for me, is that, like, what irritates me is that now that they've shown him for a year, now they're working on a sculpt, because now it says like Q3 to Q4 of 2023 in Hong Kong release, which could potentially be early 2024 in the States, depending on what happens around here. Even if it's not early 2024 and we do get it late 2023, gosh, that's such a long ways away. So now you're waiting on the wait time, and then you're looking at that price tag. So this is not worth $300. I'm sorry, it's ridiculous. And if we pay this price, Hot Toys will take advantage, and I'm nearly done with this hobby. I just can't afford it anymore. Doc, I feel the same in that respect, where it's like, if you pay the price, then it says that it's okay, right? So then what do we do on that, right? Does everybody just kind of protest and be like, no, we're not going to buy it? Well, that's impossible. Right? That's impossible. People are going to buy it. So it's unfortunate. Now, how many people buy it? I don't know. Right. I think the price is too high. And I'm going to die on that hill, bro. I really am. And listen, other content creators, other people out there, they can have their opinions, and that's fine. I'm letting you know just my opinion that $300, it's too much. It's too much, man. So why is the Obi-Wan, which is a DX, $20 cheaper than this? Answer me that. I don't know. Is it though? Do you really think that it's Timothy Oliphant? Do you think that his likeness, his pricing supersedes other actors? I mean, I like him, but I mean, is it that expensive? I don't know. You know, oftentimes people will just jump to that and think that it's maybe the actor's rights or something, and that very well could be. But then would one suggest that Timothy Oliphant is more popular than Ewan McGregor? I don't know. You know, if that is indeed the case. Either way, $300 is too much money, dude, in my opinion. Mario, El Professor O. Hopefully the armor is removable, like Peter showed for the boba. This Billy Bob Vanth would look really good with no armor. Yeah, brother. I'm sure we'll be able to do something for it. I don't know. Maniac, my dude. 7.5 is the best, in my opinion. An easy pass for me. Ant Collectible says, at least it's not an Ant-Man 2 level sculpt. No, and you know what, dude? It's not a bad sculpt, but again, it's just coming down to the overall package at $300 plus tax plus shipping, depending. It's a lot of money, man. Big Fate, my dude, was good. Just giving my 2 cents. There's absolutely no way I'm willing to pay $300 plus tax and shipping for this figure. There's just no way. This feels like a shelf warmer to me. No, there's no deluxe. I noticed that there's no deluxe. Cheese Bandolier, what's going on, man? I'm only here for a few minutes, but hey, Cisco Mafia, and hey, everyone. What's up, my dude? Thank you for stopping in, man. Hey, DeLorean says, I must be the asshole. I don't mind that Cobb Vanth is 300. I want collectors to pass on him, and that he'll become a super chase figure on release. Well, I see. Here's the problem, man. I'm still gonna get him, but I'm not paying the $300, right? We'll wait for it to drop down a little bit. I feel like I get what you're saying with him being a chase figure, because he probably will become one. But at the same time, it's too expensive. That's, you know, okay. So if you're going to charge $300 for a Cobb Vanth, then you would certainly charge more than that for, you know, a more well-known character in the Star Wars universe, right? When they drop another Luke Skywalker, for example, or if they finally give us another Han Solo, do you think those characters, the more prominent characters in the universe, are going to be cheaper than $300? They're gonna probably look at it and be like, well, shit, dude, we sold all this, man. This basic shit that we've repurposed for $3 we'll sell this Han Solo for like $430. You know, like when does it end? When does it end? That's where I'm looking at it, just from a consumer standpoint, man. Hot Toys are just getting greedy. That's why we're putting up with the prices. It's got nothing to do with inflation. Yeah, there's some truth to that, man. So I don't know. I'm just gonna scroll through a little bit of chat, try to catch up. Mandalorian Huntress says, head sculpt on Cobb in my display. I don't want him near my fets because he is not a fet. You're correct, and I think it'll be awesome, man. I think it'll be very awesome. But it's just pricey. It's just pricey. Damn it, Spock, my dude. Love the character, but $300 is insane. Plus shipping and import fees. Yep. Shiny as well. The price is high as fuck. The price smoked the biggest blunt you can imagine. Yeah, it's super high, man. I totally agree. I don't understand. Yeah, Obi-Wan Deluxe, $295, and even that. So it makes you wonder, you know. Exactly, Bob. That's my point. He is not bigger, as much as I like the actor. So that's why I'm like, well, wait a minute. Is it really the sculpt? Is it the likeness? I don't know. Jacques says $350 with shipping and tax. My brother Anthony is hitting nearly $400. Are people happy to pay these prices? Yeah, I know, right? That's what you would be getting near. You know, that's what you would be getting near. Mario, my man, says the ETA seems sooner than usual. You think this figure has been in production, or could this be a low production run to test the FOMO waters? I don't know, though. Like, when does it actually go into production, right? Because if we assume they've shown the prototype over a year ago now, right? Okay, so then when does it actually start going to production? Has it been a whole year now? They're like, I don't know. I'm not really sure, guys. Mad Makes, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I'm in the same boat. But except the ending, regardless of the price. Like, I'm going to try to get it at a better deal. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Can you imagine, Joey says, the reaction without a head sculpt? You couldn't. That's the thing. You couldn't release this figure without a head sculpt. You couldn't, because people aren't stupid. We may be hasty sometimes in our purchasing decisions, but we're not stupid. And if they just gave us this with no sculpt and tried to charge us close to the same, it's like, no one's buying that. No one would buy this on the left, right? Like, if it was just that. Not at that price. Big Dog Pound, what's good, my man? He says he looks like my uncle. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm going to scroll through a little bit more of the chat to kind of catch up, ladies and gentlemen. 100 people in here right now, man, this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you may reside. Who's going to hit that like button if you like the content, and subscribe, man. We are on our way to 4K. Do appreciate it very much, my man. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I don't know. This possibly could be. This possibly could be Mario, as Brandon is suggesting as well. If there's any indication of that being a low batch, or Hot Toys trying to catch up with 150 pre-orders, could be. We're going to see what happens, man. We're going to see what happens when he gets tossed on the sideshow. And if he's going to sell out, you know, if he hits waitlist before, you know, like pre-order stuff, I don't know. Not sure, man. Not sure. So I don't know. Most of the chat, though, a little divisive, right? A lot of people are like, yeah, it's pretty expensive. A couple of you are like, I'm getting them no matter what. And I totally get that. Jason, my man, 167, what's good, dude? Just a lot of money. Just a lot of money. I think at the end of the day, that's just my take on it, right? That's my take. Why would you, I don't know. It's just $300 that sets a precedent, right? It's like, damn, okay, so I'm cool with just paying $300 for basic stuff. I don't understand that, right? But maybe it's because I'm old school in it too, because, you know, buying figures before, I mean, do we all, is it the de facto response to just blame it on inflation? Right? Because that's what I feel like people have been doing over and over again lately. It's that, oh, well, look at this price. Well, it's inflation. Like that's acceptable all of a sudden, right? That's just like, it doesn't matter what the price is. The rebuttal is always like, well, it's inflation. You're like, well, no shit, it's inflation. But how high does that go, right? How high does that go? You know, yeah, they've gotten better with things, but when, you know, back in the day, you buy a DX07 Luke 2-pack for $300. You know, am I just old living in the past? I don't know. I just feel like there is inflation, but then there's also taking advantage. And I don't know what is what right now, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know. It's interesting, dude. Blue Tattoo, my man. Just became a member, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, dude. Awesome stuff, guys. Listen, channel members, man, you guys do know we are doing my Calling the Shots, man, on Saturdays or Sunday nights, which we just did last night, where everybody gets to kind of call in, shoot the shit, right? Very cool. Just did episode 2 last night. Actually was in the process of editing it right now before I went live here. So a little bit later today, that will be up on the channel for public viewing. Really cool. Look forward to that again. So thank you so much for the support, brother. Very cool, man. Very cool. Without the armor, you're looking at a fairly priced figure. Without the armor. Well, it depends on what he's wearing. And if he had a couple more accessories, I just feel like 300 is still a bit too much, dude. Personally. Riley says, I think Star Wars has been recurring with the 260, 285 price, but now they're going to Marvel prices. Scarlet Witch 320, Doc Strange 330, Thor 345. We all got to accept a price hike. Do we though? You are right though. It's pretty ridiculous. I would not pay almost $400 for that Thor. It looks like a giant Marvel Legends. But, you know, that's just my opinion, guys. Just my opinion. Hot Toys has been lazy using recyclable parts for a while now. Andrew knows, man. Like, we got a lot of stuff, man. We got a lot of the older figures, a lot of the older Hot Toys that are like amazing, and they were much cheaper, and they're much better, arguably. Some of these figures that we have. Maniac Collects, my dude. Thank you so much. Celebrating 8 months of membership, dude. Hit that like button and support the Mafia. Thank you, my man. I do appreciate it. As always. 16 Salvo Jason says, I'm grabbing him, but I agree. $3 is kind of steep based on what we're getting. I honestly think $270 is an honest value. After you add up shipping at its current price point, it's going to be $325. Yeah. True, man. Colin shows fun hearing other collectors. Yes, OG, man. It's awesome, dude. I love it. I'm glad everybody's enjoying it as well. It's really fun, man. I love doing it. Cool, what's going on, man? It says Shiny Mando is either $330 or $375. Nobody seems to have a problem with that for a repaint and a head sculpt. I think people did have a problem with it, but maybe not everybody, right? Maybe not everybody. I think the Shiny Mando, the issue that I had with it was the fact that we had just gotten the Beskar Mando, right? And then I don't even think it was out yet in the States at the time. And then boom, right? They announced that the Chrome one. I was like, oh shit, you know, pretty tough. Mandalorian just is wondering. We talk about the actual Cobb Vanth figure, accessories, new base, etc. Well, I mean, I think we kind of already touched on it, right? I mean, that's what we're doing. I mean, the base is cool, you know. Said that a bit earlier. But what accessories does he really get? I mean, nothing. A bottle of Spotchka. I mean, that's the thing. He's kind of lacking. He's pretty much all. This is all just the refet stuff. So it's a little tough. You know. I wish he came with a bit more. I mean, what do you guys think overall? I mean, should he have more accessories? I don't know. No churro, my friend. No churro. Yeah, not a whole lot. I mean, he's cool looking, guys. I just $300 kind of a lot, man. $300 kind of a lot. Diablo Fett, what's going on, dude? My man. Greetings, my brothers and sisters. Yep. What's good, man? This morning or afternoon for you, my man. Yeah, Bob Dylan. Yeah, exactly. There was definitely drama over that Beskar 2.0. Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, the base is cool. I mean, but it's still just a regular base. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, how much are we looking at value-wise, right? $300 to get everything you see here is basically Boba Fett. And then you get the drink and a newer base and a head sculpt. So I guess those are the three things that you're getting. Now, obviously, $300 for a drink is not worth it. Unless it was a churro for some people. New base. Cool. Okay. Neat. Does it warrant a price point? I don't know. I guess that's all about your preference, right? About Future, what's good, my man? How you doing? Thank you for coming through, man. And S-Beam as well, all in the house, man. How much were they charged for his likeness? I don't know. That's the thing, right? Yeah. Jason says $30 for Spotchka is a 1/1 scale price point for a fifth. Yeah, man. I agree. Unfortunately, we will never get any of the Pike Syndicate, which could actually be used for Clone Wars to Mandalorian. Good point. Maybe they will someday. I don't know. Maybe they will. $300, the new norm. Well, I don't know, my friend. I don't know, my friend. I think the problem is that, you know, we hadn't really gotten a lot of announcements just yet. And some of the stuff that we have been getting has just been like the reissues, the 2.0s, you know, Spider-Man, the Gantry, you know, Neon Tech, the Iron Man reissue, the 46, the Mark V. Didn't really get a lot of, you know what I'm saying? And then boom, we get something. And they're like, hey, here's how much it's going to cost you guys. So it's interesting. Price and pre-orders may keep the numbers low on this one. Yeah, they very well might. Good point, man. The base is giving you a Hot Toys Daredevil vibe. Kind of. Remember that when they had, if you guys know, Daredevil has like a regular square plate, but then he's got this like brick thin section that can sit on top of it. Similar to kind of what this is doing on the side, but it was all in the front. It's very cool. Andreas, my man, also brings up a good point. I'm expecting another Cobb down the line, so I'm going to wait and see what that might be. Robo arm? That is a good point. This probably won't be the only Cobb Vanth we get. Iris Scout, my man, what's up? He says, it's a good figure, but for me from Sideshow, it's shipping and tax and duties would be $440. So I don't know. That's a tough one. Will Foxification, what's up, Will? Good morning, brother. He says, are people surprised by the $300 price? Just genuinely curious. Sorry for joining late. I'm at work. Dude, always, man. Hey, dude, if you're at work, man, you're at work. You don't need to come and pay attention to my rambling ass. If you're at work, man, I appreciate it, brother. But no, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised, right? Like, I knew this was coming, but then when you actually see it happen, you're kind of like, well, of course it is. Well, you can be disappointed, I suppose, right? It's like, damn, dude. I appreciate it, Will, my man. You know how Hot Toys is preying on Star Wars collectors. They know the hype is big. So let's hike that price because everybody will buy it because it's Mandalorian bullshit. This needs to stop. It could be, guys. A lot of people in the chat not happy with the price tag. Which I get. Blackbird Tech, my dude, says it's got to be a licensing thing with Timothy Oliphant on why this thing is slightly higher in price. Possibly. I don't know, man. I'm glad everybody has, an opinion on this matter, though, because it is kind of like, whoa, you know, casual nerd problems. What's going on, my man? Just wondering, has shipping costs gone up for figure collectors? If so, how much? 25%, 10%? I guess it depends on where you're getting it from. I know shipping has been going up slowly through other, vendors and whatnot. So I don't know. That's a good question, man. I'm sure there is. There is shipping prices are going up. I don't know how much though. But good question. Maybe somebody in the chat knows a little more specifics on it. Fennec Shan, $270 comes with the same spotchka. Yeah. We'll use that excuse that was last year. Inflation. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I only talk about that because that's how I feel, over the years that, when is it going to be too much, bro? Right? Like, are we going to be having this same conversation in a year or two when this is a $400 sticker? And are we going to be like, well, is $400 too much? Like, when is enough? You know what I mean? At what point do we get there? Hot Toys could bring back the Black Tusken Raiders from book. I would love that. I would love that. Hey, Shane, my man, 16 figure focus with $5 super chat, dude. Thank you, brother. Says, what's up, Anthony? Scored the sculpt. Score the sculpt out of 10. Okay, so you're wondering what I think out of 10. Well, just from the initial photos. Now, again, these can always change. I would give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. I see Cobb Vanth. I see Timothy Oliphant. I do. It's not great. But 8 is actually pretty good, though. Like, it can't be a 10. He's just not there. He's not there, unfortunately. But I don't need it. Whoa, I lost it. I don't need... Why are we losing all this, guys? Hold on. Let's pull this back up, man. Well, I just lost the images. And I can't close this. Well, that's funky. Don't know what's going on with that, man. We'll figure that one out. Something's going on with their site or something. We'll take a look. But I think 8. It's not bad. That's not bad, bro. But thank you so much, Shane, for that super chat, brother. I do appreciate it, man. I do appreciate it. Let's see. We'll go through a couple more chat. I don't want to keep everybody's time. I got 100 people in here, man. Hit that like button if you're new to the channel or if you're old to the channel. Either way, you know what I'm saying, guys. Hit that like if you enjoy the content. Make sure to subscribe if you do. Jason says, always great to chat with everyone in the AM. Got my Mafia in the Morning cup topped off. Oh, yeah, my man. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, man, very much. Let's see what else is going on in the chat here. Still, if you must collect the line, I'll be picking this up for sure. It's Timothy Oliphant. Come on. Yeah, I know, right? This, Deadwood, Justified. Like, it's cool shit, man. I know, right? Who knows? Who knows why the price is so high? I don't know. Don't get it, my friends. Mario says, yo, Steve, shipping hasn't gone up terribly. Average figure from Sideshow is still $20 or so shipped. Nowhere near the statue game, bro. Congrats on the Superman, by the way. A beautiful piece. Bob Dylan may bring up an interesting and excellent point here. When he starts shipping, Hot Toys will announce the 2.0 with the cyborg arm. Dude, they're gonna they're gonna do that shit. They're gonna do it because if Disney brings him back like that at the end credits, right? He's in the back to tank. He's getting repaired. He's gonna come back with something. He'll be back. He'll be back. And Collectibles celebrating 8 months of membership, my dude. Thank you so much, man, for the continued support. He says, wait until they drop Boba with back to tank, and he is 400. I don't know, man. If you give me a Boba Fett with a back to tank, it's tough because Boba Fett right now with the throne is $390, dude. That's, don't know, man. Definition of insanity, brother. Yeah. That's a tough one. It's tough. You guys are bringing up a lot of good points, man. Just because it's Timothy, we should pay for the extra likeness. So tomorrow they increase the price for the likeness of Padme, and the figure's $400. You guys going to be like, it's Padme, let's pay $400. I know, right? I mean, I don't know. Like, when is too much? Who knows? Who knows, man? Black Protect says, to be honest, I enjoyed the introduction of his character in episode 1 of season 2. Dude, so did I. I was super stoked when I saw him. I was like, oh shit, he's pretty much playing like Raylan Givens, essentially, from Justified. I was like, oh, he's a marshal. It's badass. I loved it. I'll be picking him up too, man. But again, I want to wait for a better deal, man. I like the music in the background. Well, thank you, my man. Appreciate it, man. I hope you guys do. Let's scroll through a little bit of chat here, man, just because I am a little behind. And I think we're all pretty much caught up. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. It sounds like a lot of us really want the figure, but we just don't want the price tag. I enjoy the base. But here's the thing. If you look at the base, right? It appears that I could be wrong, that this is the standard base right here. And that perhaps this whole T section slides onto the base. It looks like it slides onto it. I don't know if this is just a gap or it actually like slides in and out. If it slides in and out, so you have an option to use this, similar to the Daredevil one, maybe. I don't know. Because it does look like that, right? It looks like it attaches on the back or something. Like you can slide it in. So I'm not sure. $300? That's still a bit of a... It's just still a bit bunch. Yeah. Any more Spider-Man late night streams? Dude, yeah, Andrew. I will do some more Spider-Man. I've been itching to play it. I do have some stuff to do all week with work. I got to get some videos done. So I may not be around much this week. I will be on Aries tonight. Probably in like 5 hours. Other than that, I think most of the week I'm going to be busy with work. I'm going to try to get everything done. I would really like to continue playing some Spider-Man. It's fun. It's fun. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying that. How do we know where to put this base without the footprints? Yeah. No, I'm glad we don't have that. Giving us a new base is cool. That's something that they've been doing lately too, I've noticed. Right? Hot Toys is doing a little bit more dynamic bases, which I like. But I also like having an option, right? I like having an option to where like you can have a regular base or you can have kind of a fancier base. Because sometimes you just want that basic rectangle base to kind of match your other stuff or whatever. I like having options. I do like having options. What deals do you think for next week's Sideshow New York Comic Con? Well, I'm not sure, man. I think if anything, we might be seeing Andrew Garfield show up. Spider-Man. Hopefully, we'll get the Captain America Stealth Suit 2.0. Since they're already giving us the Stormtrooper, the Clone Stormtrooper, and the Mark 46 reissue, I'm sure we're going to be getting that cap. They're probably saving some of that for it. Other than that, I don't know. Other than that, where's all the collectors who were screaming for this figure? I guess they moved on to other figures. Some maybe. I know I'm all about it. I just want to wait for a little bit of a better price. I mean, it looks good. I think the hair on this angle, I don't know. Like, I am trying to look at it and judge, but it's not horrible. It's not horrible. I think they can improve a little bit of the beard and the hair, and they probably will. So, but I don't know. Price wise, it's just a bit much. Just for me, it's just a bit much, man. Anyway, my friends, there's not really much else to discuss on this one. Okay, we just wanted to get some initial thoughts on it. It's pretty good, but price, a little much. A little much, man. I'm not gonna lie. So, anyway, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap. We'll just go ahead and wrap on that one. I don't want to take up any more of anybody else's time. We can pretty much talk about this forever. We're just going to have to see what happens moving forward. Obviously, the price point is most likely not going to change. So my advice to everybody is, wait for a deal. I don't know why I just disappeared. But I would say just wait for a deal. Unless he starts to hit like a blue screen during pre-order timeline. I don't know. But I would like to try to, I would like to try to wait for a deal, man. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I will be over on 6Go Cantina later this evening. And then who knows? And in a little while, I'm going to finish editing last night's call-in show. That should be up on the channel tonight at some point. I may actually just, I don't know. If I get it done before the stream, I might just premiere it before going on Aries. And if not, I'll premiere it after the show on Aries. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, save up your points, everybody. On that note, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you for the continued support. Like, subscribe, share it to all your buddies. Come join the Facebook group, 6 Scale Mafia. And I will see you guys later.